Pennsylvania and Acrisure Stadium.
Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
Well, these two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year, with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. Trent.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, Trent. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And some room to roam now. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The Steelers at 7-2 here on the year. They were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their finer performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. He'll drop to throw.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance, because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson.
Yet again, targeting and finding Mark Andrews.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
On 4th down, here's the option.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion.
Now Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 25 yards that time. They'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harris. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing is Jackson.
Got a man, that's Colin Johnson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Ravens are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Johnson.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Three yards remain for 2nd down.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Jackson fighting his tight end Andrews for the Ravens first down. Now it's Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Again, Jackson. Going for the deep ball.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
83 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Harris. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Trying to
shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And this one is incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Completes it to Austin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down. They'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, this is Harris. And able to work his way down to the 16.
118 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers.
A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Steelers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Sliding up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That's taken it around the 40. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise?
There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris
with career touchdown number 75.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Looking to throw.
He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Touchdown!
George Pickens,
28 yards.
And the Steelers get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And he pushed it right. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it as this season has gone on.
Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Jackson on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. To throw again is Jackson. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
This is caught, and in for the Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Jackson.
He'll find Bateman once more.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And Jackson throwing once more.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. 53 yards. And the Steelers add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
No return here for Barner. It's a touchback. They'll start at the 25.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Jackson now. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now it's 3rd and 5. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the gun, it's Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
51 yards.
And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Here's Jackson to throw.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Completing it to the right side. Johnson.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense